Hey, I Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Say Afi and Wabasi. I thank you very much for choosing it. It's your first time. I thank you very much, Wabasi. It's the best in terms of football tactical analysis. It's the best. You don't get it any better than you get it from here. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are watching from. Thank you very much for choosing Wabasi, the host of things as the must say now I need to change from getting straight into the stories to make sure I'll say hello to you. All of you guys are more comment section in the last video, in the last two videos. I must say I need to say hello to you. Hello, hi, good afternoon, good morning. Hi, Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Thank you very much for watching here. So subscribe to the channel and subscribe to the channel and turn on notification. Very imperative. Very imperative. Let me show. So I subscribe to that. So I turn on notification. So I share link now. Let me show baby. So I started on my Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Just know, so we do not take your support for granted. I say we value everything that you do for us. And in like you see, I was Fiifi-Manfred doing a lot of changes also for you. Your background, name, a lot of things, your amount of slacks and stuff like that. You ever see a big screen about you have say then we can have a conversation on the tactical board or I say so because I started channel no? We had a tactical board on the table and we introduce that again as the league resumes no Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Thank you very much. Say where choosing I so woko Chelsea Twitter handle. I'm posting a picture. I almost say they are back in action this weekend. Chelsea for no. I start saying, hey, the build up to the Liverpool game. Telling Obia, I'm on sign, and Obia said they are back in action this weekend. Okay, I think say so. Chelsea projects now. There are only a few people all the man on my year as positive and honest to the project than I have been. But the test after the international break, and yes, small test, Chelsea. We bed and see. For us, so make a cry, and I crave your indulgence. Say, Chelsea for person born in the last few games. There are times that Chelsea are creating chance at dominating games. There are times that Chelsea are calling a much more transitional game. You know what winning. And then Enzo Maresca the Premier League manager of the month of September, whilst Cole Palmer the player of the year of the month of September. But see, the game against Liverpool is going to be something a little bit different. Especially from the physical point of view. I mean, the statistics you have a chair, no, I almost show. It doesn't mean that Chelsea lose the game. It's just an analysis and a pretty much discussion of that game now. Just so we gauge the expectation very, very well. Okay? I think the idea about Kwama several times, the inclusion, the serious inclusion of height, and as a natural height, any dual monsters or Chelsea team. Now, so Chelsea team against Liverpool now. In terms of teams, we're creating the least chances, XG table. Chelsea not consider the least chances from XG. Now, my teacher was saying, Semeka XG, I'm talking about expected goals, the quality of chances are teams are creating. This time from set pieces, Chelsea create the least chances from set pieces. Inti, Emmanuel Warren. Now, that's just a data set in isolation. On that table, there's Leicester City, there's Liverpool, there's Wolverhampton Wanderers, there's Fulham, there's Crystal Palace, there's Ipswich, there's West Ham, there's Southampton, there's Brentford, making the last 10. And I say last, of course, last 10 because I need good metric of teams who creating the least chances from set pieces or English in the league. Now, open teams will create chances from dead ball situations. That is corner kick, free kick, short corner kick, manner. Again, Chelsea creating just two set piece goals. Then creating chances. Actions leading to shot on targets. Just 5 of them. In that category, there was Southampton, there was Wolves, there was Liverpool, there was Nottingham Forest, Man United, Aston Villa, Man City, Leicester, and the Crystal Palace. But how he dovetails into the Liverpool conversation and they say Liverpool team now, on 2 centre backs, Ibu Konate and a Virgil van Dijk. They are the 2 of the best dual monsters in the air in the English League. It's already Chelsea air struggle to create chances from set piece and dead ball situations in the English Premier League according to the Athletic. Then there are 2 center backs who go show the next time away to Anfield na Chelsea go akobona. The center backs me no go show them. The 2 of the monstrous center backs. 2 center backs are adding for you to create chance against them in English Premier League. In fact, they are some of the best in terms of defending and winning duels. Especially when you are talking about aerial duels now. They are one of the best. And it tells you out there to say, so much na Liverpool and Chelsea got a bit different from what Chelsea have seen in the last few games like the game against Brighton, the game against West Ham, the game against Crystal Palace, the game against Bournemouth. They are going to be a different game. It doesn't mean that Chelsea intimidation. It doesn't mean that they cannot dominate the game and then get results as they want in this match. No, that's not what it means. What it means is that it's going to be a slightly different game that games owns at Chelsea. Now, this is a statistic from the Liverpool point of view. Aerial duel win rate in English Premier League this season, the best in Liverpool, 63.8%. We need 63.8%. Now, the next team will give you the perspective and context of the American. The next team, a team in front of Everton. We know next duel of 54.9%. Now, look at the back line of Everton. Look at the kind of players Everton Peter, James Tarkowski, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and they play under a manager that is excellent in terms of route 1, go long, win the second balls, and then transit from there. No, Sean Dyche is the best at that regard. And it gives you that perspective. The third team on that table, a team of friend Tottenham Hotspur. It is because of Van der Ven, Mickey Van der Ven, and Nkunku Romero. Excellent guys in terms of winning duels. Then in terms of personnel, West teams are almost bad in terms of winning duels, winning aerial duels rates. No, West teams English Premier League. No, Crystal Palace or 40.9%, Bournemouth 44.4%, and then Chelsea 45.3%. So if the game becomes transition, saying also Liverpool, any unsalted this season now. If the game becomes more duels, the game becomes more about winning aerial duels, ground duels, Chelsea may struggle. They may struggle very, very well against this Liverpool team, but it doesn't mean say they can't play against them. That is why I think say the yellow card of Marco Correa, any the absence of Abrantia, your friend Wesley Fofana, any possibly that of in the middle of the park, Enzo Fernandez, Ombo may be a good necessary evil and as a holy grail to Chelsea. Now I didn't make us. Renato Viega for the Portuguese national team. Portugal for national team coach Roberto Martinez said Obon at centre back. And also about centre back. Or you're very dominant, or we need duels, or you're aggressive. Chelsea children on level. I call one Wesley Fofana or more height deficiency kakra. And then Renato Viega as left back to work Marco Correa elbow at the needed height to Chelsea backline to defend. Again, in terms of the absence of Wesley Fofana, it means that Tosin Adarabioyo comes in. Yes, or you're calm on the ball, you're composed, or you're patient. Any signing man who break the lines on the back, any signing man. But he is a towering centre back, or you're very aggressive in the air in that regard. And Makani several times say natural height is very important in terms of defending of set pieces. And the first requirement is natural height. Then in the middle of the park, Chelsea will now have a midfield that's aggressive, although a little bit diminutive. Obitima cover a lot of grounds. He can go toe to toe with Ryan Gravenberch and then Domenico Shobo Slime or Fiifi-Manfred to try and win duels and control the game, saving a bunch of friends Moses Kai saying. And the game is going to be slightly different. Because of number of matches, the players, the born accumulated fatigue. Sisi Amikase. Barca for player Lamine Yamal. In Spain last game before say international break never ended. I want to catch a boy and he said, "I'll go back to Barcelona." Because the Spanish Federation a test on Lamine Yamal. They've realized that the boy has certain level of accumulated fatigue. This is a place, no, they keep on playing a lot of games over and over again. And may can't ever be seen as so especially in the context of what Chelsea are also going through. Say Enzo Fernandez will go and play for Argentina national team, or I'll be do England no. Next Sunday night just by one match couple time they answer. And Lamine Yamal, young player, if you want to go back in the conversation of Barcelona, look at Pedri, look at Gavi, look at all of these boys. They were overly overloaded. Gavi Mokokobo, the Spanish under 21 team, Olympic team, Pedri Mokobo, the national team, Boma Barcelona, all of these things severally. He didn't manage their minutes well. And then it has gone into the conversation around Abrantia, your friend Lamine Yamal. Matiasima Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal, Spain number 10 in the upcoming games. So he is not going to be in the games there, but almost playing for man and the number 10 jersey. And or call back to FC Barcelona because they feel someone here. He is going to have a muscle hamstring injury. In fact, there are a lot of the people who are speaking they are going on to report that the boy has had a muscle injury. Not official, but it is very, very close that Brentford Lamine Yamal may get that muscle injury, in there, and which is very, very important for him. They need to be careful. They need to manage the boy very well because of important player. Share in the international window. 3 Chelsea attackers will be ashable. And for 2 of them, also for 2 different reasons, a very, very important news. Now the international makers. France able game international break. Look at the goal at Christopher Nkunku. And Mema several times said, if you want a Chelsea player in terms of attackers, know the best ball manipulation in the box. It's reminiscent to the goal against Bournemouth. Yenya ball boxing, yen to your boate, yen manipulate ball, yen you see a body in shield the kakra, then find a better angle and short inner. You are talking about Christopher Nkunku. And the first goal for the French national team in over 2 years, no more my French national team. After South World Cup, no go prior, he has returned to the French national team, and in that first game, he gets his goal. And it tells you the importance of a branch friend Christopher Nkunku. If you Bono, I say, Enko baby, but then Nkunku finds ways to manipulate the ball. Now, in that same international break, you will say Mikhailo Modric, not in the last few weeks, make a choice. I said the performance is not starting peaky, but I said, oh yeah, you man crack. I said, oh pushing your baby. I said, Enzo Maresca is beginning to get the best out of me. But I catch you say, so what is the outlet to be a catcher? Say Chelsea may want to let the boy called Mikhailo Modric to go on loan. It's not going to happen. See who Chelsea will not take him out on loan. The boy will not go on loan, whether in January, whether he's playing in the summer, wherever. The boy is going to play at Chelsea. And which is very, very important. And say, watch how Chelsea are managing now, especially under Enzo Maresca, and how they want to get from him. The boy is beginning to grow in confidence now. On taking extra touches here, the decision making seems to be spot on. Nicolas Jackson so Shema Senegal. Now see, Mami narrow it down to Nkunku, Nicolas Jackson here. Nkunku Bebrejidi said, in the general scheme of things, saying that Chelsea ball. Saying most of the times when we hold your ball, saying most of the times when we control game, saying most of the times when say, oh, one baby do us here, Nicolas Jackson be drop PB, no be touching ball, no running channels, no creative chances, no. And no team, Nkunku Bebrejidi said Nicolas Jackson should be the Chelsea number 1. But Obiasuji too say in terms of goal scoring, so Nicolas Jackson now the Nkunku everybody will pick Nkunku, and I mean, everybody's going to pick Christopher Nkunku. Because essentially, he's one of the best finishers in the world. The ball manipulation, the ball retention in the box, everything creating a separation from the center back and it's slotting it and in the back of goals, the ball striking, better. Way better than Abrantia, your friend Nicolas Jackson. But see, this is where I have a little problem. See, Chelsea and Shane here. Now, to what? So, Okona could check it. The age of our branch friend Christopher Nkunku. Out of the Chelsea center forwards near the Adina, he's the oldest. On the way, if Chelsea don't take care, now say, oh, it's about build up, and they don't manage it all. If Chelsea don't take care, Nkunku becomes the one that gets away. I think they're going forward. One of the things they say Chelsea is to find ways to make sure that boy, even if he doesn't play consistently, he's seen as an important player. Because I think that going forward, Nkunku may be one of the most important players for Chelsea. And for me, the technical ability of Nkunku is up there. If you compare him to everybody, from the time of breaking onto the scene, from the Paris Saint-Germain Academy, Leipzig team, and how good he has grown as a centre forward. Nkunku has shown. Now, my only worry, and he said, I hope Chelsea do not end up focusing too much on Nicolas Jackson, going to buy another center forward, and then let Nkunku get away because Nkunku qualities. Say Chelsea Jan a lot of the teams will come for him. A lot of the teams will come for Christopher Nkunku because because he's one of the best. The separation, how to create a separation, the ball manipulation, the ball retention, everything that you need from a center forward. Christopher Nkunku the best. It's Chelsea for him. No more managing ye, no more making sure that boy in the ball and how important he has been to the grand scheme of things now. Anyhow, one more person Jackson is still relevant in the team. They need to manage the situation very, very well. But I mean, apart from that, also the quality of play with respect to the Odeba team in him, how he has been playing Sani Manimania, it seems to be top and everybody seems to be happy about it. But who said who scored who for any squacker for and it's our data we have about to, and it's the data set comparing Arsenal's Ricardo Calafiori and the Abernethy Renato Veiga. And I think that it's because before now Veiga by Chelsea, now go vote him Veiga. And make I say in my analysis of Renato Veiga, and if you can go back and go and watch, I'll send you the link in here. One of the things I did mention, and I said Chelsea have gotten a younger, improved version of Abernethy Renato Veiga. And look at statistics now. Passes attempted, tackles made, ground duels, interceptions, ball retention. Nina Renato Veiga ranks higher than Abernethy and Ricardo Calafiori. But it doesn't mean that Calafiori is a bad player. No. You see the thing I was talking about with respect to how I said Chelsea managing Abernethy, your friend Christopher Nkunku. I'm fantastic. Sana Madrid for any manager more players. See, when FC Real Madrid want to manage especially old player, almost is okay or experience or BB, and you're the best one person for young players and what you do is spot on. Yamal there is spot on. Now, think of Carvajal, think of Toni Kroos before he retired, think of Luka Modric before say Ober retired for team. Now, go back and think about Sergio Ramos Garcia. Think about all the Madrid players I don't have a free team anymore, but they didn't want to let him go. In fact, Abraham Karim Mustafa Benzema person free Real Madrid company. You know, no person with respect to what the offers that he was going to get from Saudi Arabia. There was no way Madrid would have let him go that easy. And even at that time, the news that Vinicius Jr was beginning to stand up and be counted, was beginning to do a lot of correct things. Now all games, no deciding games, no show goals. Now if you show he was coming. But still, Madrid didn't really think of just mismanaging Benzema and just letting him go. It's the same thing that Chelsea have to do with our branch friend Christopher Nkunku because he is an excellent profile. Now, let me tell you something. Enra, in the last few days, Madrid are planning for life post Luka Modric. And then Bakacho said, one of the most important set of players in terms of half spaces, Sao Goni is very important in the modern game because these guys can play as wingers, they can keep the weight for you. Keeping the weight really doesn't require so much. You just have to have the pace. But over in the half space, you need to have the technical ability to receive the ball in a half 10. And so to me, ball in a certain way. Now ultimately drop your shoulder, like under pressure, she know to receive the ball. And Madrid follow in the same way America in Nkunku are planning of life after Luka Modric. And guess the player they are looking for. But in all of that, they will make sure say Luka Modric. And Eka's okay. She say my brother Besem retired. And that's okay, then they will manage him. Say for Carvajal, I don't know me count. Say, she said Carvajal like a Kupra. Not Carvajal near Premier. Madrid for just in a few hours when two players say, hey, move for contract extension, man. They need for loyalty. Say on your players, they will treat them well. They will make them happy. Or mom no me happier. They can get them to be delivered because so when you're not teammate happy, that's what will deliver. No more ball week in, week out. And that's what many are there. They will fight for you. See, all of us have watched Madrid games and sometimes they don't particularly play so well. But still, we watch Madrid and they end up winning games. Now, Tiasema Darius for a report. Darius say Real Madrid for see Florian Wirtz as the long-term replacement of Luka Modric. They are quietly working on signing him, and that's the thing. Omo you're patient, omo you're calm, omo change. So opening the baby, they will go ahead and do that. They will not force Luka Modric out. And even in the Madrid teams is here, because there is other goalie. There is Jude Bellingham who's also a 10. All of these people can play in there, but they want somebody that can also, whilst can play in the half space, no, can drop deeper and control the game. Of course, there's Chumeni, there's Camavinga, there's Federico Valverde. In those two positions, no, you have three of them that you can rotate in there. Then you can have other goal like Jude Bellingham, any bunch of friend flying rates who give you goals and assists. It is very important. And that's why Madrid manage these things very, very well. See, still on Madrid. The Ballon d'Or is for one man. Ballon d'Or. Nipa baako dia. Afi bia nipa baako pe ne beti nyaje. Otwu mu time. And afi bia, unless in some few years bia I a little bit controversial. I say we were be ho kakra ne dem sa Ribery ye no any sane money. Unless in all of those times, it is always clear. Always clear. Nipo Babbage. And I name what must say Nipo because oh, and Jude Bellingham and a Bellingham tried see in that Madrid team. In that Madrid team. And will be another. What Vinicius Jr gives to them. He's the highest scoring player of the Madrid team last season. He scored in the most important games to bail out Madrid last season. Go and watch the game at the Allianz Arena. Somebody to drop deeper with a center back be the second Jaime. No one drop it deep. No one attachable or no control. Then he drops his shoulder and that's in between the lines. No, if you occupy space, they don't much. No, how she go? At the Allianz Arena in the Champions League semi-final when he mattered most against Thomas Tuchel is buying. Fluke. And the boy did it throughout. This is a boy that have come with a lot of controversy. Oh, Spain, focus, and Peru, and Oceania, man. But does he take anything away from his quality? Say, Neymar da Silva, your friend says, Vinicius Jr. Park. Don't everybody see the quality he brings to the game? Is he not delivering for Real Madrid? Say, Madrid for here, doesn't he stand up and be counted? And then, many Neymar Yajin, Tiasima Neymar kind. Neymar say, I am with Vinicius Jr. on the Ballon d'Or. No one deserves it more than him. He is a fighter. Suffered a lot throughout his life. He exceeded all expectations. He overcame all criticisms, throws, and today he has become a great idol, hero for us. Exactly. See, he has gone through times. I quite a Chelsea for me, hello Modric. No by name Fananko Foster, no, Nimbo the ball, and our son, and I see. But look at the young man now. Just look at the young man, Vinicius Jr. now, and then old deliver. Left, right, center for Team Midfield and Real Madrid. So you just cannot take anything away from him. You can't take anything away from him. And he is a player that, for me, in my opinion, deliver going forward. He will deliver going forward. And with these kind of players, see Nkunku for Chelsea owners to team, plan say one the born maybe say young players. No, people thought that they were stupid. I sat here and I kept on telling people, say, you can't tell me, say, billionaire and a Juma to manage an equity investment. Say, be business, feeling, on any businesses or managing ye, not when you be a free mo. Answer. You can't tell me that. Then, unless maybe you yourself, you don't know what you're saying. And then, yet, say, Ineos Group or Manchester United now want to pull the line of Chelsea. Now, look at player Romeo Lavia and I catch him someone and make says, I live up a game. Romeo will be very, very important, and it's the biggest step in terms of games I for Chelsea this season. The game is going to be super, super huge. Those games starting from the Liverpool game after international break. And Enzo Maresca, players they call back to training. They keep on saying, they keep on talking about the fact that it's going to be important. Enzo Maresca speaks about the importance of the players, players international break or the likes of Pep Guardiola to Momaka say, such season is starting almost in your form, but the form seems to be coming back into the Maniaji. They want to focus on it and then build some better stuff. May say Chelsea needs somebody that's precious resistant inside game against Liverpool, and it's Romeo Lavia. On and off the ball aggressive. Then Renato Viega will come and win the duels for them. Then Tosin Adrebia will sit at the back and dictate the pace of the game. They have the quality in there. And all of a sudden, almost everybody is beginning to accept that Chelsea have built a hugely formidable team. Team, and you can't just say by your mouth, say, team no enyadi and as a Manchester City are at the point where a new project is beginning. TMU, Man City, maybe almost this year. Project for air starting. Obi ankasa enye omo or communicado official omo fan to omo Twitter omo fan to omo website. Me na make catch up. An analyst that I can see. So Ocean Man City. Yati, this is official. Say Chiki Bekistan. By the end of this summer and next summer, he's out of Man City. I'm a Man City for contacting Porto, also Benfica for current sporting director to come and be their next sporting director. Now, this weekend, Pep can save me. And so, what the way Man City for no corner? Look at the City team. The team is aged. Kyle Walker in his 30s. Look at Kevin De Bruyne in his 30s. Gundogan in his 30s. Bernardo Silva getting close to it. Look at the players in the middle of the park. Mateo Kovacic getting close to it. They have a host of players that are aging. Injuries are starting home. Sporting director Neko. Pep said already on country Rubia said this is going to be the end of the contract no Man City. And he's still contracted to them. But I can tell say Pep sooner rather than later be Man City. And if you want man, it is the wave of a new city, new project, to new players. Sometimes they will go the Chelsea way. And it's the reason why Chelsea need to start preparing themselves to compete and win the Premier League. Because no matter what, it's a one-year transition and you will meet some roadblocks. Normal. No matter City are not immune to some of these things. They will meet certain roadblocks in there. Now let's listen to Asema Pep Guardiola. I say on Man City contract due to expire. I say let's see my future. I still need to reflect and decide what I want to do. According to an Italian outlet, in fact, in all of that, he spoke about the importance of Abrantia, your friend Roberto Baggio, so be coach with Italy, also with Italia. People are going to next to him, Roberto Baggio. Won't be saying about the England job. I say Pep on England job as next step decided. I say it's not true. I'm a city manager. I have not decided anything. Everything can happen, so I don't know. And in there, it was an England job. No somebody down or possibly Joseph Guardiola can go and take it as England manager. Does he want to take it? Does he want to be the next England manager? And that's on and this is the reason why Chelsea need to start preparing itself and building itself very, very well to make sure so they get a job done, and then finalize everything. Now, Chelsea small boy, a friend of young center forward. When you say he's not just a center forward or play a bit on the wings so make create chances. No Boma Gilmado in the Spanish La Liga. According to Globe, Chelsea new boy Gabriel Mek. Once after so Chelsea wanted to buy another talent from Brazil area more, and a friend Gabriel Mek and Becca said, "Be more Juma Obama Gremio." Chelsea said the investment on me over the boy, and I said, Gremio for pushing for too much money, so they may want to back away from it. So they have doubt about investing in the sign after watching some of the recent performances, and have decided to follow him closely and having completely given up on a brand friend Gabriel Mek. Chelsea saw Gabriel Mek, they wanted to do a deal for him, but as maybe a CC, they may be forced to move away from a brand here, their friend Gabriel Mek in that conversation for the young Brazilian center forward and as a winger, young player. One of the opportunities at Chelsea, in there they want to get a job done. Also know big news about I say all the big news that you want to hear, we are going to get it from here. Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. I won't subscribe to the channel and subscribe to the channel and turn on notification on best long ball completion rate for English Premier League. Cole Palmer, Enzo Fernandez 67% and 65% in the course of Lukaku is off to his best ever start at a new club. His numbers after 6 games: Anderlecht 2 goals and assists, Chelsea 0 goals and assists, West Brom 2 goals and assists, Everton 6 goals and assists, Manchester the 6, Napoli 8 goals and assists this season as he started over there. Madrid just knows that still David Alaba issues kakra on recovery and he hasn't fully recovered in that regard. Barca still waiting for Abrantia, your friend Ronald Arau, and so be joining team in terms of full training to come on and come and play for them. So they also have a lot of the games now for team your friend FC Barcelona. Mind you, right after international break now, there is the El Grand Clasico, and it's a possible international break and they want to get their boys back. Of course, Lamine Yamal ain't good news for Barca for they are not happy. They want to make sure the boy will be fit and coming in for them. But apart from that, Pedri, Gavi, all of these boys are fit after international break. There's a possibility to say even Frankie de Jong and it's our boys And of course, Chelsea boyfriend Esteban Willian, and so say in December he's going to come in and join Chelsea and see how it goes for them at 6 p.m. Also, another big news for you.